Hi guys, my name is Vinil Shetty, and me and my colleagues in the industry have started this podcast. This is just for the community, for just sharing some of the security knowledge we have, and hopefully we create a continuously running series out of it. We are not representing any of the companies or our employers in this regard. This is just for knowledge sharing. So basically, what we will do in each episode, we will try to pick up one topic which is relevant to cybersecurity, and we will try to have a short discussion on it, maybe not more than 10 minutes. So that's why this podcast will be called as 10 Minutes of Wisdom. Today, I have with me my uh, dear friend Vasanth. And Vasanth, over to you for your short introduction.
Yeah, thanks, Vinil, for this. So my name is Vasanth Selvaraj. I have a past 15 years in the IT industry experience, and then last 8 years into cybersecurity. And my passion is about learning more deep into technology and then solving customer real world problems. And then we probably discuss more about this topic in this current 10 minutes wisdom as well.
Okay. So, what is the topic you want to discuss today?
Today, probably I wanted to discuss quickly about the attack path management.
Okay.
So before I'm telling what is attack path management, we need to tell what's the problem in the industry, right?
Okay.
So just to explain what's the current challenges in the industry was cybersecurity industry crowded with a lot of security tools such as CSPM, cloud security posture management, vulnerability management, endpoint protection, workload protection, and compliance framework, and also you call newly called a DSPM, data security posture management, where it provides huge amount of security findings, and the findings aiming to improve the cybersecurity posture for any organization. But the problem is, but customer often find themselves with too many findings, may lead to finding fatigues and prioritization problem. And none of the finding doesn't provide the severes based on the current organization risk posture or the sensitivity of the data involved in these findings. So that's why the attack path management is one of the crucial way to determine your findings and how do you prioritize the findings for to remediate. So that's why this topic probably close to my heart in the new cybersecurity angle, how we're gonna view the vulnerability in terms of attack path management.
So, how does it solve the problem of lot of alerts and alert fatigue that is happening with the customers? And when we do attack path management, does it talk only about the vulnerabilities, or it also talks about what are the attacks that are coming in to the organizations?
Yeah, if we take up any workloads or any applications, there will be million ways to exploit it. And if you misconfigure those things, and then if you go behind about fixing all those findings, you probably spending probably in your whole life actually trying to fix this loophole. I think the key for the attack path management is to prioritize what is exploited, and then how easily can be exploited, and then what are the ways the attackers can come into your network and then able to get the crown jewel of your data. So it gives you attackers mindset, and attackers view or look at in your environment. By looking at those attackers view, so that we can probably prioritize, okay, these are my weakness in my environment where attackers can able to easily exploit it. Some common small example, if internet facing workloads, it has any kind of weakness been identified, we can safely assume that might be the easiest target for the attackers. So your probability is basically fixing that one first rather than fixing something which is hidden in your network and there's no access to anyone having a CVEs of probably ICVs. So that's why probably we need to have some kind of attack path management to identify how this weakness can be exploited and what are the ways to exploit those weakness, so that we'll have some kind of mind map or the uh, data graph or the flows of the path, and then see whether is the one we need to fix it.
Okay. So will you call this as a part of a threat hunting exercise, or can be it can be bundled with a penetration testing exercise, or do you or is it something different?
So attack path management, I think I would say it's currently used in industry. It's not new, and it's also industry terminology, and it uses to get insight into a security weakness as seen through the eyes of an attackers,
Mm,
right? So where it I see most useful is basically in terms of the prioritization problems. So if a given day, and if you stand up in the morning call and say what the weakness, I'm gonna fix it.
mm,
So most likely you will be looking at okay some kind of CSPM tool and some kind of critical workload, all I findings, or
mhm,
critical severity findings. You take top three. This is one I'm gonna fix it today. Rather than going behind that path, probably you can put a mix of attack path findings into the mix of your findings, seeing, okay, is there any findings irrelevant for my organization can be exploited easily by an attacker? Do I need to reprioritize my findings in a way? So probably you can reprioritize your security findings. Probably you might be identified top one, two, three for today to fix it. Probably you might be reprioritized. Might be there will be different top one, two, three. That will be your big bang today to fix this one.
okay. So for a cybersecurity enthusiast who wants to develop skills on that, what would be your advice? How he or she should go ahead uh, with this?
Mostly, I think at this moment I'm just in. There are tools out there to show you this kind of graph model, and if using those particular tools, probably you can see those weakness in terms of attackers view. But if you want to think about how do I develop that mindset, probably good thinking is just to understand the kind of red teaming exercise, what the way they can exploit the weaknesses, how the attackers come to your network, how they laterally move into your network. Have that kind of mindset, probably easy to help you to get that view, and then you can correlate that view with your finding and see, okay, this is the finding I can see. Probably needs critical urgent attention for me to fix it, so that you can develop that mindset. Probably you can build on some of the additional data, like how widely exploited these vulnerabilities and how many people are using those exploitation, and then you can have that industry trends and put in those things so that you can develop those kind of weight in the findings to fix it.
Okay. So I think these are the questions, and this is how big I think we can do the session today. So
Mhm.
uh, for the people who thankfully were listening to us, if you have any specific queries about that, I will be tagging Vasanth in the LinkedIn post that I will be putting, so you can ask more questions about it when you have, and also you can reach out to me for any other cybersecurity questions. We're always there to help the community. So thanks a lot, guys. Thank you, Vasanth, for your precious time here and your precious sharing your precious expertise as well. Thank you.
Thanks, Vinay.